Charger. Perfect. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite 71% successful grant writer, 10-year entrepreneur, and small business development coach. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you had an awesome weekend too. My weekend was like super awesome. I got a lot of work done. I'm actually finishing up a business plan and a pitch deck right now. And you guys remember that one client that we had live on YouTube, and she owns her own juice bar. It's crazy because I'm in the same setting in the same place finishing up her business plan. I literally just sent it to her just now. So, friend, if you're watching, check your messages, okay? Because your business plan is all done. So, in this conversation, I wanted us to talk more about the importance of um, what you need to have. And to reassure you, I mean, it's Monday, so I don't want to crowd your mind with so much. There is a deeper conversation that I would like for us to have as startups and small business owners. I would like for us to have that conversation about what is order of operations, right? But I'm not sure if we're ready for that conversation. What you think, friend? So, for those of you who are just joining me, I am a 71% successful grant writer. I've been winning millions of dollars in grants for the last 10 years. I have this dedicated YouTube channel teaching you all about grants in business development. I'm a small business development coach, and I travel the world and I help startups and small businesses and even seasoned businesses like develop their operations. So, this dedicated YouTube channel is just to motivate you and to educate you on the best direction you should be taking so you can get up, prioritize your business, and actually start making money from it. So, if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you like the live stream so that way the YouTube algorithm can push out this good information. Okay, so thank you so much, you guys, for joining. So, yeah, my weekend was good. Got a lot of stuff done. Okay. Hey, Dennis, how's it going? Marveline says looking for grants for Amazon sellers. You know what? You know what's so interesting? Amazon actually gives out their own $10,000 grant every month, especially to Black business owners who have a Amazon storefront. So you need to have a actual Amazon storefront because in the application they're going to ask you for the Look, I'm always eating something, ain't it? I know, chunky, but they're going to ask you for your Amazon storefront account number. Okay. So you can just simply Google that, right? Amazon storefront grant. You don't want to only apply to one grant too, because with grants, there's no 100% guarantee that you will win. So try to apply to as many Black business grants as you can, since I did see that. Thank you so much for responding that you are a Black business owner. So go for more of those grants. So you can Google Amazon storefront grant or Amazon grant. I think it's called, I forgot what it's called, Amazon Business Grant. Just type in Amazon Business Grant and it should pop up for you. And then use grantwatch.com, okay, to find some grants for you. Mm-hmm. Y'all better come get y'all one of these. A chicken salad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Pumako. And thank you. Yes, it is about to be the evening. It's 3 o'clock. You're welcome. Thank you, Dennis. So if you're watching this live stream after I've already recorded it, I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, because that means you're looking for grants and you're trying to find the best ways for you to be able to go for business funding. Sorry. We might be switching mics, okay? Because my mics have been dying and I didn't get a chance to charge it over the weekend. I was like super busy with church events and all kinds of stuff, okay? So in this live stream, I want us to reassure yourselves on what you need to have before you go for business funding opportunities. Also, I want to know, what opportunities have you guys been going for? Over the weekend, I got some really great text messages and inquiries from you guys who want to book one-on-one consultations with me, and also who want to gain my grant writing services. Now, I'm very particular on the client type, right? I'm very particular on who I accept as my client. Let me tell you why. But my 10 years of doing this, I have definitely had experiences with entrepreneurs, individuals who truly refuse to believe in what I'm telling them and also listen to exactly what I'm saying, which puts my business at high risk. I've even had those clients, like I told you in this one live stream, that in December, they would call their debit card and then they would like say, oh, I never received services, or and they would literally steal my services, right? So I'm very particular on the type of clients I gain in for my mental health and for the reputation of my business. So I will ask probing questions about what is your business model, what is your business type, what do you want to have, and it's only right that I ask those questions because I want to make sure that you thoroughly understand what you are getting yourself into. One, when you hire a grant writer, and two, when you are actually going for business funding. It got to make sense, right? hmm It has to make sense. Okay, let me pull up my YouTube studio really quick. All right, so we're going over it again. Grants, free money that you don't have to pay back. If you've been here before, you know exactly what I'm going to say. No credit checks, no personal information needed. It is true. You don't have to provide your personal information at all. Okay, so I'm bringing up my YouTube studio so I can see what you guys are seeing. Have you guys actually executed on making your business plans? I say this all the time. You need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. Oh, so let me tell you what happened. That's where I was going with that. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, so this one person texted me, right, and was like, "Oh, I'm trying to open up a franchise. I want to get a grant." Now I have made it very clear: franchises, real estate, auto sales, you won't get grants in those for those reasons. I made it very clear. So I don't think this person knows who I am. You understand? Or I just this is one of those clients. This is the perfect example. This is one of those clients where, and you guys will experience this too. You don't want everybody just purchasing your services and products just for them to steal your services and products. They will purchase your products and say they never received it and call their debit card. I'm gonna take this off for right now. They'll do a chargeback. Let me know if you can still hear me, because I might have to talk a little bit louder. So let me know if you can still hear me, and then I'm gonna continue on with what happened. Okay, we're just gonna let my mic charge a little bit. Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Is it kind of muffled? What's going on? Low but clear. Okay. Hey, BGs, how you doing? How was your weekend? I feel like they didn't give me enough salad. I feel like they played with me on the salad. Okay, so this person was like, "Oh, I want a grant writer, um, and I want to be able to talk to you. So call my phone number and give me his phone number." You're texting me from your phone, so I clearly have your phone number. One, common sense ain't common. Okay. Then he's like, "Oh, I said, well, I'm in Africa. I moved here in October, and because I live here now, I only take virtual Zoom calls, and they're $50, but definitely worth it. But I want to know, what information do you need? Because maybe I can just send you an email
that just explains my offers, right? What my services are. So you don't have to pay $50 just to find out what my offers are. I could just send you an email about that, or you can just visit my website where it has all of that on there. So he's like, so he confused me because at first he was like email, then he sent me his email, then he was like Zoom call. So I said, okay, this person must be confused. I can already tell. I can tell by the way that you text me, your grammar, and how detailed you are in your text messages with me, if you are competent. You understand? So then he's like, so I sent him an email. Well, I was like, this person is not even going to read the email. I can already tell. This person, just by the 3 text messages, this person is just looking for money. This person just simply wants to buy a franchise and doesn't know exactly what he's getting himself into. He doesn't have the correct people around him and the right mentors around him to be able to tell him the risk that he's putting himself in. He doesn't thoroughly understand exactly what he's getting himself into. Aside from that, he just want to have funding because a part of it is definitely going towards his personal pockets. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the business of giving you personal funding. That's just not my business. I focus on startups and small business owners. Businesses who are mission driven and that truly want to drive impact to their community, right? Cool. So I can already tell your whole entire business plan and business model and your idea doesn't even make sense. So he's like, yeah. Then after, I didn't respond because I was going to church, right? I was in church. And then I responded back. I said, I'm sorry for the late response. I was in church. However, tell me a little bit more about like why you decided to go for grant funding. I'm asking these probing questions because I'm very particular on the type of client I get. You have to understand that. I am lowering my risk by doing that. I'm making sure that I'm only directly targeting small business owners and startups who are genuinely ready to go for grants, who have a clear understanding of how grants work, and also who want some of my experience and expertise as a small business development coach. You understand? I want only serious entrepreneurs, not people who are just chasing a dream or trying to chase a trend simply because they only want to make money for themselves. I am a person of charity. I am a person of thanksgiving. I am a person of giving. And so I want to attract those same type of clients. You understand? So then he's like, I'm like, what did he say? So he told me what he wanted to do. And I'm like, okay, it's a franchise. He's trying to get into franchise. Okay, fine. So I said, well, have you tried looking for grants using these sites? So he sends me a text message back and he's like, oh, what do I need to have in hand before I go for grants? I said, you know what? I have an entire playlist with 5 videos. They're like 6 to 10 minutes each. It will give you reassurance on exactly how grants work, what a grant is, how to be properly prepared. I mean, the videos are good. I put in effort. You understand? And they're new videos. So I told him, I was like, you could take a look at, the videos or whatever have you, and then that will give you reassurance. I wasn't being a smart aleck. I was directing him, I was giving him the right direction simply because one, I want to see if you're actually going to try to watch the videos, right? And so you can understand how this works. Because God forbid you are chasing money, you're simply chasing funding, and you think simply because I say I have a 71% successful grant writing rate that you are coming to me to write grants for you for a guaranteed win when you as a business owner is actually not properly prepared. 71% successful grant writing, me winning those grants for 71% of my clients in a year, those are my clients who are properly prepared, generating revenue, ready to go, have their business plan, pitch deck, already have a content, social media channel, already have website, already have client testimonials. They have enough details to be able to show how this grant will be impactful because they are already in operations. Majority of my clients that I win grants for are already in operations. Why do you think I come on YouTube and I'm always talking about focus on making your first 500 to $1,000 first? Because it's proof of concept. Have you all been noticing that the grants we have been going over here on YouTube, that they are looking for revenue generating businesses? That's because you all have a higher opportunity and higher chance of winning a grant or going for any type of funding when you're already generating revenue. If you have the mindset of, well, I can't get no revenue, or I can't generate nothing if I don't have no funding. I need funding so I can be able to start my business, then you're working backwards. Entrepreneurship means you have to persevere and be able to prioritize the resources that you have. If you don't want to hear it, then it's the truth. You are already off to the wrong start. Resources, be resourceful. So let's get back to the situation. So then he's like, oh, I watched the videos. I watched the videos and I don't want to learn how to write grants. I watched your videos. I don't want to learn how to write grants. I want somebody to write grants for me. I understand that. I said, so I understand. Do you understand that there is no 100% guarantee that I can win you a grant and that you will be hiring a grant writer like myself to solely save you the time and to search and apply, submit grant applications, right? And so he was like, I know. This is his response. He says, I know you said 71% successful rate. We're already off to the wrong start. Not my client type. No, thank you. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for protecting my business? I said, you know what? I think it's best that I think it's best that you book a one-on-one consultation because at this point, I need to understand your mindset. I need to understand your intentions. So I said, I think it's best that you book a one-on-one consultation with me. It's $50. Here's the link. That way I can learn more about your business model and your intentions with going for funding. So when he responds, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. He hasn't responded. But you understand? There are people out here that do not want you to be successful. They will set you up. They will send somebody to you to try to tear down your business. It's happened to me. My ex-boyfriend, who was my abuser, the girls he was cheating on me with, he would have them sign up for my services. And so when I went to put a restraining order out on him, they wrote claims saying that I was a scammer. It gets real serious out here in these streets. Crazy, right? Friend, I have been through it, friend. In my 10 years of entrepreneurship, I have been through it. But I keep persevering. hmm My YouTube studio just messed up. Okay, so BG says, no, not wrong. You peeped it from the beginning. I would have stopped entertaining from when he said he watched the videos and didn't want to write, etc. Right. Because if you think about it, if you actually think about it, the sole reason why I sent you the link to my playlist is so you can understand how it works. I'm not saying you write your own grants. I'm saying just understand how it works so you won't have these expectations of me getting you guaranteed funding when I can't do that. I don't work magic. I don't work magic. That's not how this works. hmm Roy says, clearly the guy doesn't want to put in any work at all. It wants everything done for him. You did the right thing protecting your business. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we'll see. But I shared that because you will get a person that give people grace. Always be graceful. As the entrepreneur who owns the boutique, who owns the barbershop, who owns the lawn care service, who owns whatever business that you own, be graceful with people. Because remember over the weekend on Saturday, I said I have a lot of grace with people simply because I understand that common sense is not common. You have people that genuinely do not know how to use Microsoft Word, that don't know how to read emails, that do not know how to use ChatGPT. One woman who's in her early 30s, we talking about, she like 29, 30, so we like the same age. I asked her, do she know about OpenAI ChatGPT? She says can you guys see me and hear me? Okay. All right, we're back. Sorry. My data's probably gonna go out really soon, so I don't know. Like, just give me seconds to be able to bring it back. But we're back. We're back. Okay. All right. So, oh, really good question. First off, Dennis says grants sell itself. I believe it's all on the individual's dedication, right? And your intentions. Your intentions. Your intentions matter. Like, if your intentions is simply to get free money so you can fund your lifestyle, that's not how this works. Grants are mission driven, community driven. I say that all the time. So your intentions matter too. Um, Michelle says, have you had inventors just have an idea and have gotten a grant? Yes. A lot of my tech, like innovators, that was, they don't call inventors. 2025. We're not calling them inventors anymore. You know what I mean? It's like the 70s and the 80s. So, innovators is what they're called. But yes, tech innovators. A lot of my clients who are based in the UK and here in Africa, I help them win grants based off of their tech inventions and their tech ideas. So, tech innovators have the most grant opportunities and the most grant wins simply because it is an innovation and we're living in a digital world and everyone needs an app for something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm 68 years old, LOL. Oh, I really do appreciate you watching me and, dedicating some of your time to be able to watch me because you can be doing anything else on a cruise, on a vacation, but you're watching me and I truly appreciate that. I graciously and genuinely do. So thank you so much. Yeah, but we don't call them inventors anymore, friend. Innovators is what they call them, right? It's every decade or so or century or so it's going to be something new, okay? So where was I going? Yeah, so okay, let me see, what are you guys saying? Pumako says, I won't lie, I want to line my pockets but not with the grant money. I would do it with the money generated after the grant money blows me up. When you're so into your like when you're so into your business, you're going to want to consistently see it grow. The money that you want in your obviously you're going to make profits, right? You are a part of the payroll. So by you being a part of the payroll, you know what I mean? You're going to make money. But people, I don't think y'all understand. Like in your first 5 years of operations, you're so busy. It's actually a challenge for you to like, I mean, you'll have a nice life, a better one than what when you started, but you're gonna be so focused in putting that money back into the business to keep building, to keep building, to keep building, unless you get comfortable. Now, this is something, this for my seasoned business owners, right? If you've been operating already 2 years, in that first 5 years, you come to this point. I don't know if you're at this point yet. You get to this point where you get comfortable. So you get comfortable with making your 6 figures a year because you never made that your usual job anyway. So you're like, okay, I'm doing really good. But the demand for your business, right? You don't want you it can go one or two ways. The demand for your service and products can go low because you're no longer putting in that effort, or the demand can get so high that it's like you cannot get comfortable and you have to keep reinvesting and developing your business because the demand for your service and product is so high. Now, what does that look like? Because I've been on both playing fields. Side A, where you get too comfortable because you're making more money than what you did at your job. You're content with life, right? When you choose side A, when you choose to be comfortable, this is real right here. I'm trying to see if my mic is when you choose to be comfortable, okay? I've been there. And you're like, okay, I'm making 6 figures a year. Like, I wasn't making that on any job I ever worked. I'm totally satisfied. I don't need more clients. I'm perfectly fine. The demand for your services and products will decline because you are no longer putting in that effort. You are no longer aggressively hungry anymore. You're content and comfortable. Now, if you do not have a good relationship with money and you don't invest some of your profits into a stock or into another business or something like that, right? Where it brings you additional residual income, because that one stream of income from your business that you're making is not going to be enough at all. So what happens is when that demand goes low, you come to this gap period. This period where you are in a season where it's like, okay, I was fine the first 5 to 6 months of the year. I was making money. I was bringing in clients. Like everything was good. I was just living my life. Now we in the last 6 months of the year, and it's like my business has slowed down. Things looking a little. I might have to fire somebody. Like I might have to make a lot of adjustments because the demand for my is not there anymore. I don't know what happened. What happened was your efforts of what you put in at the beginning of the year and what you put in at the first 2 years of your business, those efforts and that faith and that belief and that drive, it went down because you got comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable because it's never enough. That's when I learned that I didn't have a good relationship with money, really. I make smart decisions, but I just knew I didn't have a really good relationship with money because of the way I was spending and then how I got comfortable. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Like, keep being hungry, keep driving forward, keep, you know, persevering, keep trying to see what you can do to increase more of your business. Like, keep going. Because if you can make $100,000, then you could double that again and make 200,000. Then you can make 300,000. Then you can make a half a million. When you make a half a million, then you can make 1 million. Once you make your first meal ticket, shoot for the stars, friend. Shoot for the stars. You understand? So don't get comfortable. I got comfortable at making $100,000 a year. That was like, I never made this on a job. What? Like, I don't even have like a degree in none of this stuff. Like, that's how I was at the beginning. And I was just living my usual life. You know, I was able to pay my bills. I was content. I was comfortable. But it did not allow me to scale, to be able to provide more opportunities and for other people. It didn't allow me to, hire more people, right? you'll learn this on a spiritual tip, but you'll learn this like you have to give Thanksgiving. You got to give back to your people. You understand? And so I started feeling like, dang, I done made all this money. I ain't hired nobody. I only had that one person, right, that was working with me, but I didn't hire like I didn't really provide. You know what I mean? I didn't provide for my community. I didn't. So I started feeling some type of way. Yeah, because I knew God was telling me that, hey, I put you in this position because you are supposed to be the ladder of success for others. The intellect and the wisdom that you have, I'm the one that gave you that. That's God talking to me. So it goes deeper than just, oh, filling your pockets. It's not enough. You'll make the money, but you won't be you won't be fulfilled. You will not be fulfilled. You will not be fulfilled. You have to be mission driven and purpose driven. That's what I mean. So I started hiring more people. I hired single moms. I hired more people. Now I hire people all around the world who speak different languages, who are certified under me. I increase my skill by going and, doing my continued education work with grant writing. And then I show up for these Zoom conferences and I continue to work and I continue to push through. But just making money, it ain't enough. And I got comfortable, so don't do what I did. Now, the hard part about it is like I had to get out of that comfort zone. And sometimes, even to this day, I still feel like I'm getting myself out of the comfort zone. I do. I feel like that. I really do. And let me tell you, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Don't do it. Keep driving. Pedal to the metal, friend. Good morning. Okay. Okay, so I need to do my business plan for tax planning. Do your business plan, friend. Do the business plan. Do that. I can do it for you. I'll save you the time. Okay. Mentally, okay. Elegantly divine. Yep, I'm happy you made it. I'm giving lemon vibes. Okay, so Mentally Dope says, I have a startup microgreen business I'm looking to get funded. Kind of put all of my extra into establishing it and getting basic equipment. That's dope. Micro green business. So what is that? Is that like in what are we talking about? Microgreen. What type of business is that? That's really cool. Is it like sustainable energy? Is it something that has to do with lawn care services? Is it like, agriculture? What is it? Dennis says, I really appreciate how you apply for grants live. It shows your expertise in real time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanksgiving, yes. Intention, mission, and purpose, absolutely. 100% as a single dad, I am trying to work hard, but spend quality time with my son. You can do it. God provides us with 24 hours. Just understand how to properly organize your time. You're doing well right now as a single father. So keep pushing. You understand? It'll get better. It'll get easier. Thank you for the inspiration. You're welcome. Yes, I can hear you. Highly intelligent. Thank you. I saw a business like that, microgreens. Good idea. Yeah, what is that? I never seen that. I probably did, but it probably was called something different. What is that? Agriculture is the healthiest way to eat your vegetables. I can make you a good microgreen salad. Oh, that's cool. Really dope. I live in Africa, so everything I eat is organic. So nothing lasts over 3 days here. That's just how it is. So when I come back to the US, I'm gonna be like, this is not good. Judging my mom. That's really good. I have a client that she does juicing. I just finished her business plan and her pitch deck this morning. She's going to sign up for grant writing, and right now she's in the process of expanding, which is really cool. Oh, sorry. Which is really, really cool. She's in the process of expanding. And so she's going to expand to a commercial kitchen, a shared commercial kitchen with a food prep company. And then she's going to be able to sell her juices commercially. Isn't that cool? That's cool, right? So, yeah. And I think this is cool. Super healthy, and my son can help with it. It's the first business. I want him to understand you don't have to work for someone, but you can give opportunities. That is awesome. You know what will also be cool? Because it's quite community driven. So if you want to go for grants, definitely in your business plan, you should think about doing like a youth educational program. I put that in my client's business plan earlier, and I stated that she can do like these youth juice art workshops. So she would rent out her space, or she would find like a park or a location, and she would set up tables, and she would have the kids come by and teach them about juicing and different types of juices that will help you with your sight, that will help you with your heart, that will help you with your brain development. And she would teach them like how to actually juice. And they would make their own fruit juices, which would be cool. And yeah, so you can do like with your son, you can do that, and then you'll be able to like bring it to his school, get him really involved. And then after school he can just start selling pre-made salads. Teachers love salads. Okay? Teachers love salads. You make them some salads. What? Teachers love salads, okay? All my teachers used to eat it. We eat salad every day. They love salad. Okay, what else was there? Relativity says, I want to start a DNA business and tax planning business, but should I only start one at a time? Yeah. Because you don't have money to really invest into both right now. You don't really have time. It's not about money, but I don't think you have time. So go with the one that is going to be able to start solving problems and generating revenue now. So with tax planning, if you can start booking consultations now and make your first $1,000 within the next 20 to 30 days, I will put my energy where the money is. Start putting those profits, a percentage of those profits into, and I would use the money from the profits from my tax planning business to put the $350 or however much it is to do the LLC, all that stuff for the DNA business. And what I would do is once I do the foundations for the DNA business, right? That includes opening up a business bank account. Then my profits from the tax planning business, from my consultations and actually doing taxes and all that stuff that I'm getting, the profits that I'm earning, a percentage of that would go into the DNA business bank account. Essentially, what you will be doing is building a banking relationships with two banks, two different bank accounts, which means you are building business credit with two different businesses, which means you will have double the leverage in that type of business funding opportunity, like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. One business will be the safety net for another business type of situation. You understand? But start with the one that you'll be able to, one, you have the most experience in right now, and two, you know that you can start generating revenue tomorrow. Like I said, tax planning, that's like going outside and saying, hey, this is what I do. You can do a consultation. This is what it is. Okay? Good morning. That is very cool. Absolutely. Michelle says, refuse a grant that I had written for. Refuse a grant that I had written for me before I found you. My idea isn't found anywhere on the planet, and have this in writing. go for it. And new innovation, they love that. How much your business plan service costs, or is it included in the grant program? It's $300. It's not included. It comes with 2 consultations. We have a consultation before. Once you pay the $300, and yes, you can do Klarna Pay and Quad Pay, which means you'll pay in 4 payments. But it's $300. I will write the business plan and the business pitch deck for you. Pitch deck is the PowerPoint presentation of your business plan. Now, it comes with 2 consultations. Once you make the payment, then I will send you an email confirmation. In that email confirmation will be the link to book our business plan questionnaire review, and then you would complete like this business plan questionnaire. Okay. The first consultation, we will review the questionnaire together so I can have clarity on exactly what your business model and business type is. And then you will give me 7 days to complete your business plan and pitch deck for you. And then we will review the business plan together and the pitch deck and make sure you are satisfied. Once you're satisfied, then you can move to the next step and have me and my team write grants for you. Okay. So it's $300, Benny. It's a separate service. I kind of have the same issue. I have an ecosystem, but the backbone is 3 businesses that depend on each other to function. Right. Do you need a business plan to sell products in the store? No. You need a business plan to go for like funding opportunities. That's the purpose. And you do need to have your own separate business plan to reassure yourself on exactly how you're going to execute. You understand? Remember, the business plan is to give you and your team reassurance on the goals you should be reaching and your entire business pathway steps. So keep that in mind. It's not just for a paperwork that you want to submit to the bank or you want to submit for grants. No, it's something that you actually need to create or you need to have as well, so you can review and say, okay, let me make sure I'm on track. You know? I want to get into African health and beauty products industry. That would be cool. I love this interaction we're having right now in our like Monday business meeting. I had to tell y'all what happened to me. Like, that was crazy. Yeah. I think like for a lot of you guys, coming on the YouTubes every morning for you helps remind you that you have a business idea and a business you should be operating on. Relativity, friend, I'm gonna hold you accountable. She felt like, no, I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable. Do the business plan. Have it done by Saturday. Get her done. Because I think I remember you being on one of my live streams and you said it kind of the same thing. But it's like, we're in the second half of the year. I just want to know, like, how long are you going to keep putting this off? Yeah, like, it ain't paying you. It ain't paying you to put it off. You ain't made no money from it yet. The more and more you keep putting it off, the more and more you pushing it longer. You pushing the goalpost longer and longer. You just wasting time. You got it. It's not even a dash to the finish line. You ain't even start the race yet. I'm telling you this as your business bestie. You haven't started the race yet, friend. And you know how to do taxes. All these people still ain't filing taxes. You know, they got the thing right now where you can do like the tax exempt thing or forgiveness or whatever. I'm pretty sure if you know how to do that, you know how many people out here need your help? I need your help. You understand? You understand? I heard that there's a thing where I could refile my taxes and I don't have to pay as much as I what? And there's so many people who have not paid their taxes or filed their taxes this year simply because of like the tax codes and all kinds of stuff has switched and everything. The tax laws are like totally different. It's just weird. Oh my gosh, the way that your business is needed right now, you sleeping on your own dream. And you missing out on so much money on the table. You ain't start. Exactly. That's why you like to do. She said, right. That's why I like doing taxes to help people. Exactly. We need your help. We as a country in the United States, I'm in Africa, but I'm still a U.S. citizen. We need your help. We need your help. And the longer you take, the longer we have to wait on help. It's just like, it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure you're trustworthy. I know it's like, I know what I wanted to do, then I just froze. Oh, okay, so that is like, what is that called? So it's like, that's called, I know what you mean. So that's like a paralysis. That's a real thing. But that doesn't mean that you have like some sort of mental health issue. No. That just means that you should not allow anything to over prioritize. And also sometimes it's a situation where it might not be your time yet. Yeah. Like, okay, I'll give you an example because I know what you're talking about. Okay. I had came up with a really good idea, right? To streamline everything for what I want to do for my tech projects, right? These tech ideas I came up with that I'm invested in now and I'm now pushing it, just now pushing it. I came up with these things like years ago. Okay. Now I did not push for it because it was not time. It wasn't time. You all still needed more of my help. And then also, it was a situation where like I needed to focus on the business that I was currently having so I can like try to figure out how I was going to make like I was literally in one business trying to make sure everything works properly. So I know what that is. I know what that is. And then you know what happened? Like at the end of the year, I would like kind of beat myself up about the simple fact that I didn't prioritize that idea, even though I know it's a good idea. Nobody has thought about it yet because if they did, it would already be out, right? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know what you mean, but I also, the leverage that you have is that I didn't have someone to tell me for free live on YouTube that I can be able to join their live and they give me clear directions, like get to it. I didn't have that. So, you know, and I do watch other creators, but I feel like there's no other creator that's like very direct like me, that is actually graceful, you know, because there are some creators out here and educators in my space, in the financial literacy space, where I feel like they're kind of mean, like very aggressive in what they say. And I'm very graceful, right? So, because I understand not everybody has the means and the opportunities, but you know, you guys are trying. So, I'm here to tell you, friend, I know what you went through, but it is time. It's your time. It's your time. This is really encouraging. I am really good at my job. We got this. Um, Doing things, but not to be devil's advocate, but I'm looking past this, guys. I'm aiming for the stars. Okay, do you ever bring people together for partnerships? So Beanie says, do you ever bring people together for partnerships? One person might have the money and the other, yep, I've done that. I've only like been successful in doing that for like my clients who've been with me for like years. and some of my friends. Like I have some very high profile friends. Everywhere I go, that is God's favor. I'm telling you. But everywhere I go, I meet some like really high profile people that are interested in new business ideas and they want to invest. And so then I would have one friend that's like, oh, I got this idea and I want to do it. And I want to do this and I'm open to doing this. So, like, I have friends here, right, that they own their own like lodging, hotel space, and restaurant. But they're open to partnering up with some of my friends that have, dealings with the Gathering Spot in Atlanta, right? I don't know if you guys know about the Gathering Spot, but it's like, think of it like a business lounge, right? In Atlanta. And it's not just in Atlanta because they have a whole entire community. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just put these two together. We can have like the Gathering Spot in Africa, you know? So that's one thing that I've definitely done. What else? I've done this with other ideas, and spoken with other people. Now some have fallen through. Some I think they're like on pause. I really don't know the status. I just pair people together and that's it. But I don't do that unless I have had a actual conversation with you. I don't do that with because these are my friends and I only do that for people who I know, like, you are a reputable source. Like, you have been successful in some sort of area. For my new clients, for you guys here on YouTube who are like only subscribers, who just saw me, like, I don't do that much because I don't know you directly. And I would hate for you to put you in the room with one of my friends. Okay, actually, let me tell you a story. That actually happened. So we have one of our subscribers or whatever. He's also a part of my YouTube community. And he does like artwork and stuff. And so he like wanted me to apply to grants for him, and he had like this new tech idea that he wanted to go for, right? So I was like, well, I'm doing tech, and I would love to connect you with my friend and my product manager because I think that this person will be really good to give you reassurance on how to develop on your tech idea, right? So tell me why we are like now we're in the second half of the year. This guy, he started the process with my friend, but now like that person's nowhere to be found. And I remember like he did tell me like something happened with his grandma. She was like, I think she either passed away, God forbid, but I don't know if she passed away or something. So I understand, but then we have to get back on the ball. Like, that's not like my grandma literally passed away, and guess what? Wow, like the only day that I was not on like YouTube Live was the day of her funeral. That was it. But through that entire time of me going to Tampa, clearing out her entire house, going through all of that, crying, going through it, I still dedicated myself to getting on YouTube Live and making sure I put in this work for the business that God has blessed me with. Perseverance, you understand? So I understand everybody grieves differently, but come on, dude, like we are months, weeks away, and now my friend who is very reputable, who has built tech companies, he speaks at these techs, he's on Forbes list, you feel me? Now my friend's like, so what happened to old boy? Like, what happened to the guy that, cause you brought him to me, he had a good idea, but I don't know, like, and now I had to text him, and, and mind you, this is one of our subscribers, but I got his WhatsApp and I had to text him. He booked he booked a consultation with me. He gave me his tech idea. I said, this is brilliant. I said, okay, add me on WhatsApp. I'll put us in a WhatsApp chat together. Cool. So I went the extra mile for him. And he told me, like, I reached out to him and I was like, hey, like, what's going on? I pray all is well. Like, I really did put my reputation on the line for you. I put my reputation on the line. I, was going all and above for you. I totally understand that things may be happening in real life, but, you know, we need, like, somebody needs an update about something, because these, like, I'm putting in you in a space with some real people. This is not This is not like no chop shop. Like, this is not like no underground stuff going on. Like, this is real people I'm putting you in contact with. And, you know, he was like, I apologize, but I've been talking to other developers and I've been doing this. So he texted my friend and was like, said the same thing. I was talking with other developers. My friend then texts me back and says, do not put me in conversation with these type of people no more. And that was it. He was like, no disrespect. You know, I love you, Shelby. I know you're good, but no, like, this is why they have to book a consultation. This is why they have to book with me and this and that, because I'm not wasting my time. I have other projects, multi-million dollar, billion-dollar projects that I'm working on. And for this person to just come in and waste my time, like, no. And I felt so like, I felt so like, I felt so bad in a way, because I'm like, dang, like, I really vouched hard for this guy. And just just for him to like tell my, do you know who you talking to? Like, you understand? Like, I'm like, Google this guy. I hope you understand who you talking to. And it's like, you're not going for it, or you're not going for this friend or this person simply for why? Because the people that you are talking to, your mentors, have never even reached the level that this person that I have put you in a WhatsApp chat with. You understand? Like, the people that you're listening to, your developer friend does not have the connections like this person I put you on the phone with. So you just gonna disrespect the vibes. But you might not know that you disrespect the vibes, because this is all new to you. I have grace, but the ones who really doing this for real, they don't have time. So I'm happy that we talked about that, because yes, I have done it one time this year in 2025 at the beginning of the year for one of our subscribers that has an awesome an awesome idea. An awesome idea. But bro, almost messed up my reputation with this good person. Because it makes me look like, what type of people are you attracting? Oh yeah, that room gets real snooty. I got grace. I have grace. But that room gets real snooty. And you have to know how to navigate in that room. You have to know how to speak in that room. You have to know how to hold your posture in that room, if you want to make that type of money. So it sounds like a good idea, you know, doing a startup pairing service. But they have angel investing platforms that you can sign up for and pay a monthly subscription to have access to all of these angel investors who are looking for specific projects, and then you can just pitch to them. I don't have to do it. The platform is already created. The apps are already created. But when it comes to me personally putting myself on the line for your idea, and then you're not ready, and so what you do is you get spooked in your boots. You get spooked in your boots, and then you don't even like show up. What are you doing? That's like somebody wants to give you $100,000, and all you got to do is show up to the Zoom call and just talk about how you're going to use this $100,000, and then you get spooked in your boots, and then you don't show up for the Zoom call, and now we're all just sitting on the Zoom call like, okay, okay. So they just wasted our time. I could be doing something different. You know what I mean? So yeah. like, what? Do you how do you find angel investors? I need less than 20K. I go for a grant or just go for a loan or a line of credit for that, because like you don't get an investor for something like less than like small money. You know what I mean? Because investors, like, literally you have to give them a percentage of, as like a residual or something. You don't want to put yourself under that pressure for $20,000, for less than $20,000. Like, no. You know what I mean? Investors, angel investors, you know exactly what that is, right? That's when you are getting money from a person who wants to invest into your idea, and they are looking for a return on their investment. So whatever that deal would be, let's say you ask them for $15,000 and they want 10% of your freaking company, and they want you to start giving them a return on their investment by December 2025. And then the contract is like the next 5 years, they want to receive 10% of your business. That's not a good deal. Okay. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Don't miss your chance once connected. Right? Right. Like, y'all should have saw me. You should have saw me. I was like, and this guy is really like, you know what I mean? Like, he was really like good at his art. Bro, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. So disappointed. So disappointed. We had another conversation after that because I just remembered. So I did talk to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." No, because I responded because after my friend came back to me, he was like, "Oh, like don't like, like the guy saying that he's talking to other developers, like who, like what's up?" Like, so I had to call him, and I was like, "Hey, did you tell him that you were?" I said, maybe you should have said that you were speaking to a mentor or your friend, but you wasn't like trying to find another developer to be able to get things done. That you were just like, just like not really shopping around, but you was just like trying to like make sure you reassure your steps. I was like, maybe you should have said it in that way. I think you should have explained to him that you're not looking to, you know, not move forward with him. It's just that you are trying to reassure that the steps that you're taking right now are the proper steps before you decide to commit or jump into something. It's a certain way, like, you know what I mean? You have to be considerate in your conversations and how you move forward and do business. And you have to be very direct. You know what I mean? And you have to be understanding of what space you are right now in, and what commitments you can make. So he was like, "Oh no, I didn't say that. I said this." And he was like, I was like, "Well, I put my reputation on the line for you, and I just want to let you know he's not happy. So, yeah." And he was like, if I can remember, he did apologize for sure, but I don't really remember what he said after that. I just remember that he did apologize, but we never, I think he never responded. We never text after that. It's been months. We haven't texted or anything. He hasn't responded or reached out through WhatsApp because I think he's embarrassed. And it's like he it's just like, it's kind of like weird. But let me tell you, friend, and if you ever come across this live stream, I'm telling you, I give grace. I have nothing against you at all. But I do believe that it's best that when you are ready to actually move forward, still reach out to the connect that I gave you. And I think that it is good that you are honest with saying, hey, bro, like, this is my first time. I did not mean to offend you. I'm ready to move forward. This is what I have to move forward. This is like, fulfill that promise, right? Fulfill that task that you already started and you didn't complete, and you explain to him the personal things that you were going through. People are understanding, especially when you're going through a certain type of grief. So I would just like restart that conversation and just reach out. Now, if my friend does not reach back out to him and say, all right, bro, let's get it. Let's just do it. No hard feelings. I totally understand. Then, I mean, you gotta take what you can. You understand? Just have an understanding of the next time you come across someone like that, then you know how to do business and operate properly. So yeah. PJ says it's not a good deal. I remember when I was going down that route several years ago, and it was a struggle for me. You're working on a more personal level with an angel, but to each his own. Exactly. Exactly. I don't want to say it in this way, but think about like working with the mob. You know what I mean? Because they want their money. They want their money. On time, before time, friend. Okay? So yeah, they want their money. What's a ballpark number for a tech developer on a dating app startup? I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know. That is research you would have to do, Benny. Because I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. It's different. I'm in Africa, so the developers I can use is way cheaper than using an American US developer. And I believe in traveling the world and finding like the most cost effective way to do things. So even if I went to India to find that developer who literally is living in like an apartment and like not really doing well, but is super smart, okay, I'm going to use him over someone who this person actually might have a lot of experience in developing a lot of tech ideas, right? But I would use him because one, is more cost effective, and it is more cost effective for me. And also, I would use him because he's effective in what he does. He's aggressive too. So yeah, I don't know the ballpark honestly, but yes. Your phone is off.
Yes, can I pay with your...
Yes. Oh no, my phone. I'm on live.
Shoot.
I love you, honey. Oh, here you go. Here, take the power bank.
Who's calling?
Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. I'm going to want
My my fiance walked in here. Of course I missed you. He has such a British accent. So in love. Of course I missed you. I like the British accent though. If I, you know what? I said this one time before, but if I ever, right, was into the swirl, right, friend, stick with me, and I dated older men, you know who I would go for? David Attenborough. Oh, I'm done with this. Thank you so much. It was very, very good. Yes, I felt like they cheated me on my salad today. It was less leaves. I know it was, but it's okay.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
Okay, so no, not David Hasselhoff. When I think of David Hasselhoff, I think of SpongeBob, so it's hilarious. David Attenborough is the narrator for National Geographic's National Geographic's, like those like shows, you know what I mean? Like that's those earthly shows. Just he's like super old white guy, British guy, right? But his narration, top tier, top tier, top tier. Just want him to read. Like I would like for him to read me a bedtime story every night. Yeah, just like yeah. Um. So what are we talking about? Let's get back to business. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yes, I know I'll be more confident when I create my business plan. Last time I tried doing a nail shop, not following my business plan is what messed me up. Was just going in open every day. So you have a difference, relativity with a business plan and an execution plan and a order of operations. Maybe we need to have the order of operations conversation tomorrow. I'll create the slides for you. Tomorrow we'll do it. An order of operations is like your daily things that you would do to make sure you are productive and to make sure that you are reaching goals. Order of operations, and that's what I think that you were lacking. I think that you needed to have, sit here, honey. I think that you needed to have more of that. You want something to drink? Like they got fruit juice and stuff. Here, you gotta. It's the menu there. But you need an order of operations, friend. Sorry, because the order of operations. No, I didn't call you. The order of operations would have given you, okay, every day I come in, I open up, this is what it is, and then cleaning up your workflow. Cleaning up your workflow. If you know you want to have only like 6 clients in one day, 2 or 3 of them might be like long clients. So like you're going to be with them for 3 hours. Like you need to optimize your time, right? So I think that's what you needed, and you can still make some really good money, off of doing what you're doing with nails, right? But and then finding other ways to make money, right? Then you will be able, if you optimize your time, then you'll be able to create other products like pre-made nails, right? And selling that through your e-commerce store, right? Possibly doing like a nail class every month for those young girls who want to start learning how to do nails. I mean, they charge like $100 per class. You know what I mean? So it would have given you more time. But order of operations and optimizing your time really would help you be able to find ways to increase your revenue and find ways to have extra streams of income so you can invest into those other businesses. Because eventually what you do is with your nail shop, one of those girls that you might train, you can say, okay, look, I'm gonna keep my nail shop open. I want you to be the person to do the nails. I believe in your work and your art, your craft. So you're going to be here every day. I got to go open up my tax preparation service. Or I got to open up my DNA place. You know what I mean? I'm redoing my pitch deck again. Any advice on how to stop chasing for that perfect deck? There is no perfect deck at all. And don't overthink it at all. You just want to make sure that you are reaching and you're hitting the key points. So in your pitch deck, just simply the most simplest, right? The simpler your business plan, the more direct your business plan is. I mean, not business plan, but pitch deck is. The more direct your pitch deck is, the better. Because people don't like to read for too long. That goes for loan officers and grantors. They are not going to sit there and go through like 50 slides. No, not going to happen. And don't have each slide have 1,000 words on it. No, like don't do that. Like be very simplified and very direct. The simplest form, but very direct information. Then make sure you're getting your point across. This is what we're about. This is the product and service. This is the problem. This is the solution. Here, these are our competitors. This is what makes us different from our competitors. This is the funding requested amount, and this is what we would do with that funding, how it will be impactful. And then reach out to us at this time, okay? Right, I also have a plan of action for identity theft. That is super cool. Your You are the most global and amazing assert. Thank you, Donald. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys. We had a really good conversation today. I hope I was able to reassure you all on a lot of things because you got to be ready. Tomorrow we'll have a conversation about okay, let me know. Should we do it on like developing your order of operations, like what that is, or should we do it on optimizing your time? Because those are two different conversations. Optimizing your time or monetizing your time. Thank you. Let me know in the chat. Developing order of operations. Okay, cool. So I will work on the slides today. Well, I'm gonna finish up another business plan. No, I finished it. Yeah, I sent it out this morning. Proactiveness. Okay, so I'm going to start. I have a consultation in about like 2 hours. So I'll probably just knock that out. Developing your order of operations, what that looks like for any business model. So we'll talk about that. And yeah. What time? I'm Mountain Standard Time. I think you started at maybe 9:30 today. No, I started at 8:30. So it's 8 a.m. your time, I think. But it's 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay. Donald says how much for your consult is $50. The link is in the description. Is it dead? I was asking for the charger. Oh, I seen the light come on. Or did I not? I thought I saw it come on. Where's the charger part? Is it like the type C thing right here?
No,
This?
no, it's on the other side. This one, that's one.
Oh, okay, it's daylight savings. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I haven't lived in the US in 3 years, so other countries don't do that. US is like the only country that does that.
How did you call them? How did you call them?
So the lady she'll come by. And yeah. So tis 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Yes, okay, awesome. Good to know. Yeah, I totally forgot. Daylight savings. Wow. I'm telling you, I still don't understand what that whole daylight savings thing does. Because you know what? If we're being frank, they do agriculture everywhere else. What? I know. It's crazy. Are you? Yes, I am Black American. I just live here. I'm Black American. I just live here. I'm not African at all. I'm African American, but I am Black American. Both of my parents, my entire life, are from America. I left the U.S. 3 years ago. I haven't been back to live at all. If you wanted to know, yes, it reflects on my credit. I don't know what my credit reports look like, but I don't think there's anything on there. If there is, then that means somebody has scammed me. I plan on checking that when I come back to the U.S. in August. I I come to the U.S. once a okay. Oh, okay. I was like, she do sound American. Yeah, I am American. I'm from Miami. I'm from Miami. I'm from the yams. Okay, I'm from the yams. You know, I was thinking the other day when we was coming from. Well, I was going to church, and I was thinking, I was like, I'm so blessed. I really thank God, because there's nobody in my family that has the mindset that I have, that has the wisdom that I have, that has the thinking. Like, they don't organize their thoughts like I do, and they don't execute as hard as I do. Like, I take a look at, like, oh, you know, my big sister, my brother, my cousins who are older than me, and I see the choices and the decisions that they made in their lives. I also have an understanding that they never had the same ambitions as I do. Even my friends, my old friends from school and high school and stuff, the ambitions has always been different. Deep down in my heart and in my soul, I always knew that I would not live in America. That was just my thing. I'm from around here. I'm from around here. I'm from Miami, you understand? But I never wanted to consistently stay there in that rat race. I learned quickly that it's just a rat race, and I would not have the quality of life unless I make a certain amount of money. And when I got to that point of making that amount of money, things change, because now we're in this digital world, and it's like a whole revolution going on right now. So the totem pole has moved further, like, you understand. So it's just like I'm making this type of money, but had I made this type of money when I was in my early 20s, then life wouldn't be so challenging. But since we're here and eggs cost this much and this costs this much and gas costs this, then you know what I mean? For me to live that certain type of lifestyle, that quality lifestyle that I want, I just didn't want to live that type of life. I really didn't. I always knew it. I just knew it. I was like, nah. So I decided to I also, you know what's so interesting? I wasn't a big traveler neither. Like, a lot of my friends that I went to college with and stuff, they would take like trips to Puerto Rico and trips to Jamaica and this and that. I knew that when I took one of those trips, I wasn't coming back. Ain't no taking me to no Dominican Republic, Colombia, Bimini, Aruba, the Bahamas. Ain't no taking me there for a weekend. You understand? Like, I was like, I'm not finna go there for a weekend. If I go, I'm finna go. I've always been that way. So I didn't take much trips like my friends did. My friends took trips to, like I said, to Aruba, Turks and Caicos, this and that. But they brought themselves right back and clocked in. Tired, 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 tired. Me, I knew when it was time for me to go, I was out. First trip, hey, let me get a nice economy class to Panama. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Went to Panama. That was it. That wasn't the first country I've ever traveled to as well. I went to all the other islands too. So I did the Jamaica trip. I did the Dominican Republic trip. I did the um I went to Haiti, right? Cuz my ex, he was Haitian. So we went to his house out there and we stayed out there for 1 week. I loved my Haiti trip so much that I actually looked at him and I was like, "You sure you want to go back to Miami?" Like, I was so serious. But I understand why he wanted to go back. He felt like he had more freedom. He can do whatever he wants to do. And his parents, they are not competent and understanding enough of exactly the thug life he was really living and the type of person he truly was. So he knew that living in America allowed him to get away with a lot of the narcissistic ways and abuse that he was doing to people. So I totally get why he wanted to stay in America, because he knew living in Haiti, he had certain responsibilities that will push him to grow up and to be a upstanding person. Also, his father is like this very big government official, like political official. So he knew that he had to be that person, right? And he had to be that person of education and this and that. It just would have pushed him to be a better leader. And he didn't want that. So I totally understand that. But Haiti is so gorgeous, so beautiful, and I knew that, like, I was like, okay, this right here, this type of living, this agriculture, you know what I mean? This right here, this is what I want. I knew this is what I wanted. I knew this is what I wanted. I knew this is what I wanted. Waking up to roosters and all this greenery and all this agriculture, all this land. Yeah, I knew that's what I wanted. So when the opportunity came, I got tired of paying my $3,000 a month rent in Miami. I said, I'm not paying it this month. I'm taking these $3,000 and I'm out of here. Call the people to come pack up all of my stuff, put it all in a storage for like, what, that storage cost me like $200. Bought my plane ticket, got me an Airbnb for 30 days, and I said, all right, we'll figure it out in the next 30 days. But these 30 days right here, we're going to relax. We're going to praise God. We're gonna reconstruct. We're going to reset our mind. But we're going to still get to the bag. We're going to still get to helping people. We're going to still get to pushing more of your services out there, because the next 30 days, you need to figure out what you're going to do. I winged it. I persevered. I was serious. I had courage. I had faith. I had belief. I didn't know how my life was going to go when I moved to Panama. But I did it. I got tired. I'm like, I'm not finna keep staying here. I'm not gonna keep staying here. No. 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 Mm-mm. I didn't like the mindsets of people anymore. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I said, there's something greater, there's something bigger. There's an entire earth that God created. And as a child of God, I have dominion over it all. So with that being said, let me go. Left while I was in Panama. Because when you live in Panama, you have 180 days for your visa, and then you have to leave. So what I would do is I would leave, I would go to Costa Rica. Then I would leave, I would go to Colombia. Then I would leave, I would like go to different countries that was literally in Central America. So I was able to experience so much of Latin America. And then I came back, right? Because unfortunately my grandma passed away. And went through that whole thing. And then I moved here to Africa last year, October. Yeah. And, no, you can ask her. Coming when my mom passes from cancer, going to Grenadines and then to Cameroon. God bless you through that entire process. That's a goal of mine. I live outside of America. I've been thinking Mexico, Cameroon, France, Brazil, anywhere really I really want to be at peace. Yep. Yeah. It sounds great.
So can I have
Okay.
pineapple juice?
We don't have pineapple.
What do you have?
We have watermelon.
So,
Do you have ginger?
Yes, we have.
What kind of
I left. Wow, amazing. Haitian's history with America is so interesting to me. It is very interesting. You're talking to me. Man, I would be jealous. I would be jealous, but I'm too happy for you. Thank you. So when people ask me how did I do it, that's exactly how I did it. I just left. Because why do it? When you leave America, there's no more credit. There's no more, it's no more validation of anything. It's either you got the money or you don't. Everything's cash. It's either you got the money or you do not. You got it or you don't. You understand? If you don't have it, then you cannot get it. Ain't no credit. Ain't no, oh, I'll let you hold this. You need to be paying it back with interest. It's none of that. It's either you got it or you don't. You understand? And if you don't have it, then you won't get it, which will teach you responsibility. It will teach you that. It will teach you, okay, if you really want it, then you'll prioritize and get it. You'll be serious about getting it done. You understand? So that's exactly how that goes. Yeah. It's not, there's no credits, none of that stuff. And life is so much better. The food is better. The experiences are better. You get to meet new people. And when you live outside of the United States and you are an entrepreneur and you meet other Americans, you don't know that you are actually coming across some really good customers and other people that can put you with other, clients. I've been able to do that, which is really cool. When I moved to Panama, I joined this Facebook group or WhatsApp group, and that has like over 1,000 Americans in it. And I met some beautiful people. One of my friends, she owns her own restaurant, Caribbean restaurant, and her food is fire. She's selling her own like pepper, like her own sauces. Sauces is fire. So just by having a conversation with her through this WhatsApp chat, she actually paid for an in-person consultation with me. And before you know it, we joined a friendship, and I would just come by and just like get like a plate for free and just like chill. But I also taught her how to set up her own Amazon store and start selling her own, her spices and stuff through there. Your girl is doing good. Okay, she's doing very good. She's going to China, doing all these trips. Like, she's doing very well for herself. You understand? So you meet other people, especially one of those places that I think that I don't know. I don't ever think I would live there, but it's definitely a place that I would spend a lot of time in. Is Dubai, like Dubai in China, and I feel like Dubai just has all of those high ticket clients that I'm looking for, that own these companies that are open to going for grants or want to develop their own grant programs to help them out on like charitable gifts. And then also, I'll be able to talk to more innovators and more investors, right? So I can like pair them with some of my friends who have really great inventions and ideas. So I think like Dubai is just that place. Like, if you are here, if you're at the Palms, if you are at these places, then you have wisdom. You got vibe, like you got riz. You understand? Because you ain't here for no reason. You're not here for a vacation. You're here to connect, right? And when you go with that type of energy, trust me, it will come to you. China too. Like, you might meet somebody who's like a multi-billionaire that you would never have access to by going through social media, or meeting them at a bar in Miami, or meeting them at like a restaurant or somewhere in like, New York or whatever. Like, you would never have access to them because they would never talk to you in America. But you have access to them simply because you are in this particular place at this particular time. And if you are here at this place at this time, then they believe that it might be divine connection, and maybe there's something that you all can benefit, like give each other. You understand? Okay, cool. You'll definitely become a good steward of your money. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
It's ginger.
It's not that strong.
It's not that strong.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. This doesn't charge it.
It charges now.
You can't charge it.
No. I don't think it's for charging. I don't think it's for charging. Honestly, this is
So what's for charging?
by the side. Don't worry.
I asked you for the charger for me now.
I just didn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, guys, we've been on live for a long time. I really do appreciate you guys for being on live with me for an hour and 30 minutes, 35 minutes. This has been fun. I'm gonna let you go, so that way I can work on the slides and all that good stuff. And we'll talk about starting and developing your own order of operations tomorrow. Cool. Tomorrow at I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern time, but just turn on push notifications so that way you won't miss it. And I'll see you guys later. Okay, I write free things down. I'm going to go get on them. I'll be in touch. All right, see you guys tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your Monday. Okay. All right. Bye bye.